Now, the one thing that you will need to pick up quite quickly with conditional formatting is the ability to remove any rules you no longer require, or even edit some that you wish to change. This is because as you add more and more rules through the drop box at the top on the home ribbon, each of these rules is added and compounded onto a cell. It doesn't replace any existing conditional formatting. Obviously, that could lead to a conflict in what the result should be, but the most recent value is the one that then gets applied. How we manage our rules is from the conditional formatting menu on the home ribbon, and we can come down and we have an option to clear the rules. Now that can clear the rules from the selected cell or cells, or clear the rules from the entire sheet. Now if your sheet is starting to get quite messy and colours are popping up all over the place, that would be one option, just to clear all the rules from the sheet and start again. If you know it's only a couple of cells, then you can clear the rules from the selected cells. Or we can go into Manage Rules. Now in the Manage Rules, you have the option for the current selection. Now I'm on that cell there, F4, and there is no conditional formatting on F4. But I could choose to expand to this worksheet. And it then shows me that there's two sets of conditional formatting. One here that checks on the cell value and changes it to bold or italic. And then one that changes the icon set. If I wish to delete either of these rules, I simply select the rule, delete the rule, and that will remove the icon set rule from this sheet, as long as I click Apply or OK. If I click Cancel, the rule will actually not be removed. If I click Apply, the rule is removed and you can see all the icon sets disappear. If the other cell rule I want to edit, I can double click or click Edit Rule. It will take me into the same place. And you can see that this will format only those cells where the cell value is between I3 and I4 by making it bold and italic. Well, I could change that formatting. Let's add some colour in. I'm going to go brown in the background as well, actually a bit lighter. Lighter blue in the background. OK, OK, OK. And you can see that the cell that effectively is affected by those formatting rules has gone with a light blue background. Now the option I had up here when managing those rules, you can see that that only refers to C4. So only C4 is having this rule applied to it. Well, I can expand that as well from within the rule manager by selecting all of those cells, going back to the rules manager. OK. And then we see that two of them fall into the criteria, falling between 25 and 100. So that's conditional formatting, manage rules. I can manage the current selection, I can manage the current worksheet, I can even manage other worksheets without going to them. So I could have a look at February and see what rules are on there. And there's 4 data bars that apply to different ranges. And I can edit those options and I can see that I can have control over the data bar, the colour that's been used. Now when I went from the little drop list at the top, I only had a choice of 6 colours. Now I can choose and play around with lots of colours. So I could change the colour there from a solid to a gradient fill. I could change the border. It currently has no border. Let's add a border in a sort of dark yellow colour. And then OK. Brings me back to Sheet Feb Editing Rule Manager, and I can see that the bar looks different. When I then click OK, I would have to move to that sheet to see have any effect, and I can see there the purple bars. So I don't need to be in the sheet with the rule to manage that rule. The only caveat I would add to conditional formatting is the rules do build up quite quickly, and to look at managing them quite regularly if you need to lose any of the rules. So it's conditional formatting, manage rules. That's just the cell I'm on. This worksheet has 4 data bar rules. I can delete any one of those data bar rules. I can edit any of those data bar rules, and I can even add a new rule, all from this conditional formatting rules manager.